What's up, YouTube? I've been wanting to come on here for some time now and kind of give mindset, motivation, talk about inspiration, inspiring people, and kind of all those different things. And something that I've been thinking about recently is dark motivation. For those of you that don't know what that is, basically, instead of being motivated by the fancy cars, Lambos, the money, the girls, the watches, mansions, instead of being motivated by those things, you kind of flip that into an alternative route, which would be becoming motivated by the fear of complacency, being motivated by staying where you are, right? So let's say you never take action. Fast forward, you're 35, you're 45, you're 50 years old, and your wife is still having to work. Your husband, whatever, is still having to work. You want to come home to your kids, you want to see your kids more, but you can't because guess what? You have to work. The fear of your mother being sick and you can't pay the medical bills. She can't pay it, you can't pay it. The stress. That motivation, I think, is stronger than the materialistic motivation, because what happens is, you have to realize, you have to figure out why you want it, why you're motivated, right? If it's just the cars, if it's just the house, if it's just the money, that will fade, right? Because you're going to go super hard, right? You're going to be motivated. You're going to be like, I got this, we're getting it now. And then it's going to fade, fizzle out a little bit. You'll meet some constraints. You'll find some resistance along the process. And yeah, you'll quit because your why isn't big enough. And if you want to get those things just, to flex on people, admit it. Be like, okay, yeah, this is why I want this. But you have to be true with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, right? So your why has to be big enough. There's a saying, and it says, a man with a big enough why can bear almost any how. It kind of speaks for itself, but simply saying that if your why is big enough, if you have a strong enough reason why you are doing something, no matter what gets in your way, no matter what happens, you will persevere and you will find a way to make it work, and you will find a way to make it happen. Again, because your why is big enough. So, I do real estate. I'm in e-com as well. And it's, I'm trying to make them work, pushing. But that dark motivation, that's kind of something that I've been thinking about recently, over the past couple months or so. Do I want the life that I see so many people around where I live have? No, I don't. So you see a lot of people where I live do the same thing as everybody else, right? So obviously by default, you're going to get what everybody else has. I do not want that. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here and kind of speak on that, and then kind of give some insight on, what I'm thinking and where I'm at mentally.